Sup? So you know how we all quit this game every couple months? Well, me and you both know that you'll end up coming back here and logging back in. So before quitting next time, you should really think about setting some buy offers in your Grand Exchange. Like really, think about it. If I take a high traded item like a chinchapa, it usually is around 800 gold right now, but 751 to 842, but they can even go up to 900 to 1000, and they can go as low as 600 or something. But let's say we just put in 550, a very low point. Most likely won't buy, but you know, we're gonna be gone for like a couple months. Let's buy like 28,000, just sit there. And with all the bots this game has, you never know when one's gonna just dump all of their chinchompas for like nothing, and you're just gonna insta buy it, and then you're gonna make mills out of nowhere. This is actually exactly what happened to me. As you can see on the screen, I bought 23k chinchompas for 560 gold coins each because I knew I was going to be away for a couple months. And so I left the offer in, came back, they were sold. And then by the time I get back, the chinchompas were nearly going for 900 gold each. So I sold the 23k, and this is like after GE taxes came to be a thing. So I did lose a mil profit, but I still made 7 mil profit by just putting a buy offer in before I left. And that might be nice and all, but you might say, well, what if I don't want to bank on a bot dumping their items just to make money? Well, that's perfectly fine, because if you just do some testing on some items, you can find an item that has a stable buy and sell price. This is what I personally did when I quit for a couple months with Mystic sets. Before I quit, I had done some testing, and I pretty much noticed that I could always buy Mystic sets at that point in time for 150k each, and I could always sell them for 160k each. So it was a guaranteed 10k profit. So I put a ton of orders in, and I ended up buying 580 and then selling the 580 back, making 10k on each one for a profit of 4 mil. I even did the same thing with the other Mystic sets with around a 90k profit on the each dark set, and then a 20k on every light set, even though less of them bought overall. And so yeah, just by putting some buy offers in before taking a break from RS, I made around 10 to 15 mil by doing nothing. By doing this and making sure your kingdom's up to date before you leave, you can easily come back to enough money to buy yourself your next bond. I highly recommend going to Grand Exchange OSRS, official Grand Exchange site, and using this to either research items or look up some of the most traded items that could be potential bot dumps. Like for example, in my Chinchampa, I'm like, hey, maybe Chinchampas might be good for making some money on when I'm gone for a long time. So I look up my Chinchampa, doing my research, I find it, current value and everything, that's all good. Let's click on 6 months, and now you can see generally like what the lowest they'll sell for, and you can see what the highest point they'll sell for too. So looking at this chart, we can see that they sell for as little as 550, which is actually where I ended up buying them, and they really don't dip any lower than that, and they go up all the way to almost 900. So like realistically, if I put a buy offer for 550 and just leave it there, I'm most likely not going to lose money at all. In fact, if I'm going to be gone for a while, I'll most likely fill that buy order at some point, whether from a bot flip or just a bot dump or just like the margin falling so low. And then by the time I get back, it'll probably be rose up again. You could even do the same kind of research with the Mystic Blue sets like I was talking about. Right now they're going for 160k. But if you look at the 6 month graph right here, you can see that they constantly dip, even down to 140k right here, but they constantly dip between 150 and around 160. 150, 160, 50, 60, 50. Yeah, you see what I mean. And if we go down a little further even we can see like how much volume there is a day. So like almost 500 sets are traded each day. So if that margin does fall and you have a ton of buy offers in, then like you could be getting most of those sets. Like just by looking at this graph right here, I could comfortably put a huge limit in for sets at 140 or 150, and then be like confident like over the 3-month period that I'll be able to buy a bunch of them and then turn around and sell them for around 160k. Alright, so I feel like I've gotten the point across, so make sure you put in some flips for when you like take a break next time. If you'd like to see another video on like items I'd recommend for something like this, make sure to like leave a comment, or even if you would like a video on how to use the Grand Exchange site more in depth that I was using, leave a comment. And lastly, don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to help and see my channel grow. Peace.
Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright.